Obviously, AI is all the rage right now, and the question for those of us who work in the Microsoft Office system is how can we use these AI tools to improve our workflow? And of course, Microsoft has the Copilot tool, which is rolling out in different ways, but you are going to be able to use these existing AI tools like Claude, like ChatGPT, to write VBA code, which is the language that sits behind Microsoft Office, to work more efficiently and more productively in Excel. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to write a VBA macro that is going to allow you to be more efficient in the tool. And you don't really have to know how to code because ChatGPT is going to tell you everything you need to know about how to write the code and how to run it. So take a look at this video. Let me know if you have any questions on how to use these new AI tools in your Excel workflow. Okay, here's our data. I've got CO2 per capita emissions by major areas of the world over here. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it. This is all from our world and data, so you can go grab all the data for all the countries in the world, play around with it. That's not really the point of this video. I just want to have a bunch of lines with a bunch of data. So I've got 1950 to 2024 with this CO2 emissions data. Let's just make a quick line chart. I'm just going to grab my entire data frame here. I'm going to go to insert. I'm going to create a line chart, and I've got a line chart. Let's get rid of these labels, this legend for now. I don't really care about it. And let's just take a look at this map, this graph. Okay, so here's the line chart. Now, this graph is going to be really hard for anyone to distinguish what's going on here. But let's say this line here, this big drop here, right? There's this row right here, row 12, which turns out to be Europe, excluding the EU. So it's sort of those Eastern European countries, big drop there. I'm sure we could look at some other interesting findings here, but that's not the point again. This is just an example. So what we want to do is, let's say we want to highlight that one line, or we want to highlight two lines or something like that. What we want to do is make all of these lines gray and make that one line colored. And to do that manually, we'd have to go into each line, go to the format, pick an outline, pick a color, right? Oh, yeah, that's a lot of data. Yeah. Okay. So I want to do that again. Okay. So I have to do this, and one after the other after the other. And that's just tedious. So let's write a macro that will help us do that. And we don't really fully need to understand how VBA code works. I mean, we should, but we don't need to. We all have limited amounts of time. Let's just get this done. So let me pull over a browser window. Here's ChatGPT. Okay, let's just say, can you please, let's be polite, can you please write an Excel VBA macro for me that will make all of the lines in my line chart gray and a width of, let's say, 0.75. Okay, and let's hit return and see what it gives me. Okay, so here it goes, doing its thinking. Sure thing. Here's a simple macro. You've selected the chart. It's a standard Excel line chart, and here's what's going to do. Now, and then it's going to tell you some tweaks. If you've obviously watching this video, you've probably used ChatGPT before, so let's just take a look. Now, if you've never seen VBA code before, don't worry, okay? But I'm going to walk you through it, but then I'm going to show you how to run it. And in fact, you could just ask ChatGPT to do that, and I'll show you that as well. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to name the subroutine. So the ChatGPT says it's going to rename it format line chart gray, okay? We're going to declare some variables. This uses the active chart. So this basically says whatever, I've grabbed the chart, I've selected the chart, and now it's going to run this code. And so what it does is it says for each S, and S is a series. So that's each line in the chart, make it visible, set it gray, set a weight to 0.75. So this code is really not that difficult to understand, even if you're not a coding person. Just take a quick look at this. This is not very difficult code. The syntax is a little strange, right? It's got this for each loop. So if you haven't worked in C++ or C++ or worked in Fortran, like this might look a little strange to you, but this is sort of base language, old school language coding. And so all we're going to do is we're going to copy the code. Now, you might say, okay, I can copy the code. I can get ChatGPT to write this for me. How do I use it? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it, but let's just say you're not watching me. How do you do this? How do I run this? Let's even say, let's see what happens. I've never run VBA code in Excel before. Let's see what it says. So no worries. Here's a step-by-step, and it's going to tell you all the way through it how to do it. I mean, it's literally going to walk you through all of these steps. Okay. And so, all these steps are great. They are all correct. As far as I remember, they all seem correct to me. I'm going to do a sort of simpler way. That I think is a little easier for me. I've got the developer tab already open. I'm just going to create a new macro here, and I'm just going to say in this workbook, and I'm going to delete this, and I don't remember what it's called, so I'm just going to put in some text there, and I'm going to say here, and now I'm just going to paste in my code. So this is the code we just had from ChatGPT. And so let's just close this window. And again, I'm going quick here because you can do this quickly. So when I go back to the developer tab and go to macros, I should be able to just run this code. And what it should do is make all these lines a little thinner and make them all the same color gray. Let's see. Run. Holy moly. They're all gray. They're all done. Now, let's say I want to make them a different color. Okay. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Can you give me, let's say, RGB code to use in that macro that's, let's say, light blue color, just to see what it does. Okay. Yeah. Here's a good readable light blue. Okay. Great. Look at this. Oh, look at these. Let's just try this one to see what it looks like. So I'm going to go back to Excel. I'm going to open up my macro. I'm going to edit that macro. I'm going to change this. So that's 150 right now. So you see RGB there is 150. I'm just going to drop this one in. I like to have my code looking good. Whoops. So I'm going to move that over. There we go. I'm going to close it. Now I don't need to redo the graph because it's just going to loop through all of these lines again. And now it's going to make them blue. Oh, that is just delightful. I don't like that actually. I want to show you how to do the start with gray. So let's just undo. There we go, 150. And let's go back, macros, run it. And I've got the grays. So now we say, okay, let's go find this one that dropped down. Now we can manually format this. So we might say over here, let's make this line thicker. Let's make it a 2. Let's make it whatever these built-in colors are. Let's make it that orange. Now, I also want to make sure that it's in front of everything. So what I'm going to, you can do this in the select data menu here. Obviously, I'm on a Mac. You can move these around manually. But what you basically want is if you look in your formula bar, you'll see there's a position at the end. You want this to be the highest value. So I'm just going to add a 0 at the end. I don't have more than 100 series here. So if I add that to 100, it will definitely sit on top. And let's say I wanted to, pick whatever this one is here. I'll make this one 2 as well. And maybe make that nice blue color. And I will put that on top. I'll just make that 200. Make sure that sits on top. And there I go. I've got my macro set up, makes all these lines gray, the exact thickness I want, and then I can go in and do the manual modification on just the 2 lines that I want instead of doing all the lines multiple times. So the AI tools are not quite embedded into the tools yet. That is clearly coming, but as you can see, you can use ChatGPT to build your own code. So stay tuned to this channel. I'm going to do some more of these over the next few months so that you can see how to use AI in your Excel workflow.